Hello to everybody and welcoming you all people to listen the online classes of our esteemed institution, that is Diamond Group of Institutions. Okay, and I am Chandrasekhar, Zoology faculty. Today we discuss some of the important questions which are related to the chemical coordination and integration itself. Okay, and it is very important because of already we know that in our body three of the integral systems can be present. One is the neural system, second one is the chemical system, and the third one is the circulatory system. These three of the integral systems are coordinating, and for coordinating all the internal parts to lead a comfortable life of the human being in the nature itself. So now the questions are as follows. First one is just here, identify the steroid hormone. So what kind of steroid hormone from the following hormones itself? Where is the epinephrine? Of course, epinephrine is the hormone which is derivative of the amino acid. And aldosterone is the one of the hormone which is simply named as the steroid hormone itself. And C is the oxytocin. Oxytocin is the one of the peptide hormone itself. And D is the both and A, B itself. So in case of this question, so in this case epinephrine is the hormone. It is a derivative of amino acid. Aldosterone is the steroid hormone, and of course C, the oxytocin, is the best example for the peptide hormone, and D is the A and B. So among the A, B, C, D, and only B option is correct option for this question. So, and after that you go for the other question. Of course, which of the following statements is incorrect regarding the function of para hormone? I would like to read out the question once again. Which of the following statement is incorrect regarding the function of para hormone? Of course, it is also named by the Phelps hormone, and the options are given like this. A option is the metabolization of calcium ion from the bone to blood. Of course, if the calcium levels may be suddenly decreased in the blood, and certainly the metabolization of the release of calcium ions from the bone into the blood. This is also one of the function of the para hormone of the parathyroid gland itself. And after that, B, the reabsorption of calcium ions by renal tubules also. Once again, if the calcium ion level is decreases in the blood, certainly the hormone of the parathyroid gland can be stimulate the kidneys to reabsorb the calcium ions into the body itself. And the third option is the promote absorption of calcium ion from the digested food. Of course, this is also third function of the para hormone. Because if the calcium levels are suddenly decreases, certainly whatever the calcium ions are so far present in the digested food, and it can be stimulate the stomach and small intestine to reabsorption or absorption of the calcium ions into the body itself. The fourth D option is the para hormone is a hypoglycemic hormone. It is not at all concerned with that. Hypoglycemic means the low levels of the glucose can be maintained in the blood of a man, can be named as the hypoglycemic hormone. Here para hormone is not at all concerned with to maintain the levels of the glucose in the blood. So that's why the D option is incorrect option for this question. That's why D is right for this question. And after that you go for the third question or another question. How many of the following glands are ductless? The list is given like lacrimal gland. The lacrimal glands are naturally present in the eyes. It is one of the duct gland, and sweat glands are also one among the duct gland, and sebaceous glands and liver. These are all duct glands. Of course, they are simply called the exocrine gland. The exocrine glands are naturally provided the duct. The most of them are secret any kind of the byproduct. Okay, and in case of adrenal gland is one among the ductless, and thymus gland, and the last one is the pineal gland or pineal body. These are the three of the ductless glands are so far given in the list, and we have to identify the ductless glands. and options are given like this. A option 1, B option is the 3, and C option is the 2, and D option is the 5. And among the A, B, C, D, and correctly given number is the 3 of the ductless glands are so far present here in given list itself. That's why I too opting the B option as the correct option because of adrenal gland, thymus gland, and pineal gland. Among the prescribed glands, these are the 3 of the ductless glands are so far identified. And in that way, the B option is correct. And after that, fourth question: which of the following hormone is the derivative of fatty acids? Of course, here gastrin, it is not a derivative of fatty acids. Thyroid, you know that derivative of the tyrosine. Tyrosine, one kind of amino acid, and estrogen is one of the steroid hormone. And the D option is the prostaglandins. The prostaglandins are simply derived from the group of fatty acids. Not only that, when they are synthesized and when they are produced from a group of fatty acids, the prostaglandins are helpful in the contraction, relaxation of the smooth muscles of the body. So that's why the D option is the correct option for this question, and now we are opting the D option for this. And after that, you go for the other question. During the stress, besides epinephrine and norepinephrine, these are the 2 of the hormones which are naturally secreted by the adrenal gland when the people are under stress. Other than these hormones, which other hormones are also released along with the epinephrine and norepinephrine itself. So not only that, the epinephrine and norepinephrine which are secreted by the adrenal gland during the stress, so that's why this gland can be named as emergency hormones also. Whatever the hormones are secreted by this gland, they are popularly named as the emergency hormones also. In addition to that, what other hormones are so far secreted along with these? Options are given like this: thyroid, cortisol, aldosterone, and vasopressin is secreted. So here the aldosterone, cortisol, and vasopressin is correct, but whereas thyroid is not at all related with this. So that's why A option is not related, and B option, the cortisol, is the correct option. Of course, the cortisol is one among the ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormones. And after that, just second hormone is aldosterone and vasopressin. These 2 of the hormones are always helpful in the retention of the water into the body. And whereas glucagon is always increase the circulatory glucose in the blood itself, because of the glucose level may be increased to provide a sufficient amount of the energy to the body to come out from the stress itself. So that's why whatever the hormones are so far given in the B option, that is correct. Cortisol, aldosterone, vasopressin, and glucagon. B option is the correct. So now we go for the C: cortisol, vasopressin, and glucagon, and parathyroid. Of course, 3 of the hormones are right way. It is put into the C option, but parathyroid is not at all secreted along with these 2 of the hormones. So that's why C is also not related. D option is the parathyroid. It is also not related. Vasopressin and glucagon are the only released hormone along with epinephrine and norepinephrine, but not of thyroid itself. Among the A, B, C, D options, only B option is the correct option. So I too opt the B option itself. And after that, you go for the other question. Which gastrointestinal hormone stimulate the release of pancreatic enzymes itself? So now options are given. Gastrin is always stimulate the gastric glands of the stomach part to release the gastric juice. And CCK, cholecystokinin, is the hormone which can be stimulate the pancreatic gland and helpful in the secretion of the pancreatic juice. The pancreatic juice naturally contains many of the digestive enzymes itself. And that's why CCK is the right option for this question. Whereas secretin is also not connected with the release of pancreatic enzymes itself. And GIP, gastrointestinal peptide itself, or inhibitory peptide. And among the A, B, C, D, and A, C and D are not concerned with this. Only B, the cholecystokinin is the only hormone which can stimulate the two of the structures, gallbladder, which is present in between two lobes of the liver, and to release the bile juice. And along with that, it can stimulate the pancreatic gland to secrete the pancreatic juice to digest the all kinds of the food particles, while the food particles are carried into the duodenum parts. And after that you go for the next question. Calcium levels in body is controlled by. Calcium levels in body is controlled by. Options are given like this: thyroid, B the parathyroid, and C the adrenal gland, and D the both and A and B. Of course here thyroid gland with the support of parathyroid gland, these two of the glands are maintaining the levels of the calcium in the blood itself. And whereas adrenal gland is not at all concerned with to maintain the calcium levels in the blood of a man. So that's why the D option is correct. Both the A and B are included under D. That's why the thyroid and parathyroid are combined put their efforts to control the calcium ions in the blood itself. So the D option is the correct option for this. And the next question is which one of the following endocrine glands? Which one of the following endocrine glands store its secretion in the extracellular space before discharging into the blood? So of course the options are given like that: testis, thyroid, and C the pancreas, and D the adrenal gland. So among the A, B, C, D, B option is the correct. Thyroid gland is simply composed by two of the lobes, and the two of the lobes, in addition to that, two of the follicular structures are present. The thyroid gland is naturally secrete the thyroxine before it discharges into the bloodstream, and it can be for a while it can store the thyroxine which is secreted by the thyroid gland in the follicular cells itself. So that's why the best example for this question is the thyroid gland, which included under B option. So A option, testis, not concerned. Thyroid the only gland which is concerned with this, and C the pancreas is also not concerned, and adrenal gland which included D, it is also not concerned with this question. So that's why B option is the correct. So after discussion of some of the questions, we go for other questions. Select the correct statement regarding hormones. Just the options are given like that. Hormones are high molecular weight and chemical messengers. Of course A option is not related this, and the effect of metabolic activities of target cells when they release in high concentration. Only the hormones are always look after the controlling of metabolism of the target cell, not enhancing or decreasing, only controlling factors itself. So that's why the B option is also not related this, and C option is the hormones are intercellular messengers itself. This is the true itself. The hormones are functionally act like a intercellular messengers itself. They are helpful to transport the message which were given by the boss of the body or else brain of the body itself. And D, the hormones are non-nutrient chemicals. The D option is also not related to this. Only the C option is correct option for this. So I am selecting the C option for this. And after that we go for the other question. Enzymes, vitamins and hormones can be classified into a single category of biological chemicals because of all of this. Just here the options are given like this. Helps in regulation of the metabolism. What I said, not only hormones, enzymes and as well as and vitamins. So these three of the substances are collectively put their efforts to controlling the metabolism itself. So that's why they are simply classified into single biological category itself. And the first option, A option, is explaining that helps in regulation of the metabolism. It is the correct option. And B are the exclusively synthesized in the body of living organism as it presents. It is also not related. And the C option is are conjugated proteins. No, they are not conjugated proteins. And D, the enhance the oxidative metabolism. What is said? They are not helpful in enhancement or decreasing the rate of oxidation or any kind of the chemical reactions which are supposed to take place in the body. Only they are helpful to maintain the metabolism of the body itself. So that's why all of these structures, all of these substances are categorized into single category of the biological chemicals itself. That's why for this question only the A option is treated correctly and remaining options are not related with this question. And the A option is the correct. And after that you go for the other. Secretion of progesterone by corpus luteum is stimulated by the following options are so far given. A option is the testosterone. Testosterone is nothing but the testes are supposed to secrete the androgen. The very important androgen hormone can be named as the testosterone, which can be secreted by the Leydig cells itself. And after that, thyroxine. Of course, thyroxine is popularly named as the growth hormone, which is secreted by the thyroid gland. And whereas MSC, melanocytic or melanoid stimulating hormone itself. Just here, which is always look after the synthesis of or increasing of melanocytic cells or decreasing of melanocyte cells itself. And D, the LH, luteinizing hormone. The luteinizing hormone is always stimulating the corpus luteum. The corpus luteum is nothing but after ovulation, the remaining Graafian follicles are placed in a group to form the corpus luteum. The corpus luteum is going to be initiated or also stimulated by luteinizing hormone for the sake of secretion of the progesterone. The progesterone can be existed for 4 months of the pregnancy to maintain the pregnancy by the uterus itself. Among 4 of the options like A, B, C and D, D option is the correct. Luteinizing hormone is always stimulating the corpus luteum to secrete the progesterone to maintain the pregnancy till it complete the 4 months of the pregnancy itself. And after that you go for the other questions. Which of the following statement is false regarding the function of glucagon? Options are given like this. A option, it is secreted alpha cells of Langerhans. Of course you know that. Here the pancreatic gland is one among the endocrine gland, of course, which is also named as the heterocrine gland or mixed gland also. Because of the pancreatic gland is the only gland which has 2 of the functional regions. Exocrine part and endocrine part. Exocrine part is simply comprises with the Langerhans. Just exocrine part is simply comprises with acini lobes or acini cells, whereas endocrine part of the pancreatic gland is simply composed by islets of the Langerhans itself. Of course, the acinar cells of the acinar part or exocrine part of the pancreatic gland is always look after the secretion of the pancreatic juice, which contains a number of the digestive enzymes. Whereas islets of the Langerhans are confined to the endocrine part of the pancreas, and which is composed by these 3 of the cells like alpha cells and beta cells and delta cells also. Alpha cells are always look after the secretion of the glucagon, whereas beta cells are look after the secretion of the insulin, and of course delta cells are secreting the somatostatin itself. Here the glucagon is naturally secreted by the alpha cells of the Langerhans. And B option is it acts as the antagonistic to the insulin naturally. Because this is the best example for the antagonistic hormones. Insulin is always converting the glucose of the blood into the glycogen, and whereas glucagon is always converting the glycogen into the glucose. That's why the insulin and glucagon are functionally described by the antagonistic hormones itself. So that's why B option is also correct. And after that, C option is it decreases blood sugar level itself. Just what I said, the glucagon is always look after the conversion of the glycogen into the glucose. So naturally, it is not at all concerned with the decreasing of blood sugar level in the woman body itself. That's why the C option is false regarding the functional activity of the glucagon. And whereas the fourth D option is the gland responsible for its secretion is the endocrinine gland. It is also not concerned with this. So now the C option is the only option which is not right or which is false regarding the function of the glucagon, which is always increasing the sugar level. That's why it is simply called as the hyperglycemic hormone, not decreasing the blood sugar level itself. So that's why C option is the false option regarding the function of glucagon. That's why I am opting the C option as the false. And after that you go for the other question. Sertoli cells are regulated by the pituitary hormone known as. Of course you know that each of the testes are simply divided into approximately 250 testicular lobules. Each testicular lobule is simply made with the 1 to 3 of the seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubules are simply lined with the germinal epithelium, and germinal epithelium will contain the two kinds of the cells. One is the male germ cells, germinal cells, or Sertoli cells itself. Here, male germinal cell or sperm mother cells are simply converted into the spermatogonia, and some of the spermatogonia are simply called the primary spermatocytes. The primary spermatocytes are naturally undergoes mitotic and meiosis division to give rise sperms. Whereas the Sertoli cells are always providing the nutritive substance to the producer sperms itself. Here, but what are the hormones which can be control the functional activity of the Sertoli cells of the testes? So in that way, the question is asked like that. Here, the four of the options are so far given. A option is the FSH, and B option is the LH hormone, and C option is the GH hormone, and D option is the prolactin. So FSH hormone is the correct follicular stimulating hormone of the pituitary gland, which is always controlling the Sertoli cells of the testis itself. And whereas luteinizing hormone is always look after the ovulation. And C the growth hormone. Growth hormone can be look after the each and every functional activity of the body itself. And whereas D the prolactin is a hormone which is initiating or stimulating the mammary glands to secrete the secretion of the milk after birth of the child itself. So among the ABCD, only A option is related with this because of this secreted by the pituitary gland. It is always controlling the Sertoli cells along with the spermatic or sperm mother cells itself. Now I am going for the A option for this question. And after that, next question is the function of female body. The function of the female body is also very important. It is also one of the endocrine gland. And after that, options are given like this. A option is the lighten the skin color. What is said? The female body is look after to lighten, just lightening or else to decrease the color of the or to decide the color of the skin of food, color of the skin. So how it is here controlling the skin color? Because of it can be stimulate the secretion and synthesis of the melanocytic cells or melanonin pigments. If the more melanonin cells are secreted, the color of the skin will be dark. If the melanocytic cells and melanonin cells are secretion is decreases, and it can be lightening the skin itself. So that's why the pineal body can be control the lightening the skin color. And be the controlling sexual behavior also. The pineal body is also look after the sexual behavior of the male and female of human being itself. And third function is the regulate the period of puberty itself, or the menstrual cycle is under control of the pineal body of the female body itself. That's why the three of the functional activities are always under control of the pineal body. And D option is given all of this. So that's why I am opting the D option for this question. All of this, all three of the above mentioned functions are under control of the will discuss some more questions. Which of the following match is correct? So here two of the words are given, two of the groups are given. One is the hormone. The name of the hormone is given A, B, C, D, and the effect. What they affect in the body of human being. A option is like that: oxytocin. Oxytocin is the hormone which affect the mammary glands of the woman after birth of the child. That is called milk ejection hormone itself. Naturally, of course, oxytocin can be secreted within the pregnancy time. After childbirth, the oxytocin is always functions along with the prolactin, and for sake of maturation of the mammary glands and stimulating the mammary glands, for sake of preparation of the milk, and at the time of sucking by the baby from the mammary glands of the mother, certainly the mammary glands are easily eject the milk to the children itself. So that's why the oxytocin is functions along the prolactin for sake of milk ejection or milk secretion from the mammary glands. So that's why oxytocin is the correct option for oxytocin affecting the milk ejection hormone. And B, the glucagon, and here decrease blood sugar. It never concerns the decreasing of blood sugar. What I said? Here the glucagon is always converting the glycogen into the glucose whenever our brain is need of glucose itself. So that's why it is never decrease the blood sugar in the human body itself. That's why glucagon is always described as the hyperglycemic hormone, not as the hypoglycemic hormone itself. So that's why B option is not related. And C, the adrenal gland. Adrenal gland is always, adrenal hormone is secreted by adrenal gland, and it is always increase the heartbeat rate only, but it never decrease. Of course, norepinephrine is another hormone. It can be secreted by the adrenal gland to decrease the heartbeat itself. That's why adrenaline and noradrenaline, these two of the hormones are the second example for the antagonistic hormones. So both the hormones can be secreted by adrenal gland itself. And after that, adrenal gland is not related with this function or effect, decrease heartbeat rates. And the D option is the thyroid gland, decrease the BMR. What is the BMR? Basal metabolic rate of the human being or human body is always to maintain by the thyroid gland. The name of the hormone, which is popularly named as the growth hormone, which can be secreted by the thyroid gland, which is always increase the BMR rate. It never decrease the BMR rate itself. Regarding the B, C and D hormones are placed hormones. Glucagon is the name of the hormone, adrenaline is the another hormone, and thyroid is the third hormone. These three of the hormones whose effects are not correctly given. So in case of this question, just here the first option, A option, oxytocin, and which is helpful in the ejection of the milk from the newly delivered mother of mammary glands itself. So that's why A option is the correct matching pair itself. And after that we go for the other question, increasing in bleeding time. Increasing in bleeding time and delay in blood clotting is due to the deficiency of which hormone itself. This is the one of the beautiful question, and which is asking that why the bleeding time is increases. What is the deficiency of the hormone can be delay the coagulation of the blood or clotting of the blood itself. Four of the options are so far given. Adrenaline, just now discussed that. B is the noradrenaline. These two of the hormones are secreted by the adrenal gland in an emergency condition, or else whoever the people are pressurizing or facing the pressure and stress, naturally that particular emergency condition, the adrenal gland is supposed to secrete these two of the hormones. They are properly named as the emergency hormones also. They are adrenal gland, adrenal hormone which increase the heartbeat, and B the noradrenaline which can be decrease the hormone and just to decrease the heartbeat to maintain a normal heartbeat of a normal human being. And after that, C is the parathyroid. It is the correct one. Parathyroid hormone is secreted by parathyroid gland, which is always maintaining the calcium levels in the blood. If the difference of the parathyroid hormone in the body of human being, that will be increase the bleeding time, and simultaneously it decrease just it can be delay the clotting of the blood itself. That's why the C option is right option for this question. Whereas G the thyroid is the growth hormone secreted by the thyroid gland itself. So in that way, I'm concluding this class, and we'll meet again with the next topic. Thank you.